Our first hour, very, very special guest in the house. We want to welcome him, make him feel good. The new Memphis City Schools superintendent, Dr. Kriner Cash, is our guest, and we're going to talk with him. I'm not going to be talking so y'all know y'all want to get in. Look at y'all calling. Well, we want to say good morning to you, Dr. Cash. Welcome in to the historic, legendary WDIA, celebrating 60 years of goodwill and good times too. We welcome you into this radio station and the Bev Johnson Show. How are you, Dr. Cash?
Well, I'm just fine.
Look at just mild mannered. I'm gonna see how long you'll be talking like that after your first year.
How about that?
Welcome in. We are so glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
You have been moving this morning with the media, and people want to know about Dr. Kriner Cash. And we've heard a few little things about you. And my first question is, and I'm not going to talk because I know my listeners want to talk to you. Why did you really decide to come on to Memphis, Tennessee, to the Memphis City Schools? Why did you decide that?
It's easy.
That's an easy question?
Yeah, it's easy for me. It's easy for me to answer. This is where the work is. This is where the love is. This is where the family is. This is Memphis. I know a lot of people in Memphis.
Do you?
Yeah, I know a lot of people in Memphis, and I knew my best friend went to Lemoyne-Owen.
Oh, really? Your best friend?
Yeah, we grew up together, played ball together, went to school together, and he came on down to Lemoyne, and I went on up in the east, but he loved Memphis, and he used to have his little motorcycle and drive 500 miles to Cincinnati and back and forth. And so he say, KC, you have to come on down to Memphis with me one time. So I did come down, and I liked it then. I haven't been back in probably 30 years, but his goodwill, his good passion, his love for the school, devoted alumnus, and when the opportunity came to start to seek my own leadership again, I'd been in it before, and I worked under a great mentor, Dr. Crew in Miami. I started to look very strategically out across the country in where we still had large numbers of children that needed the kind of leadership that only a few have the courage to step into. And so Memphis was at the top of that list. The positive and the beauty of it is, though, that this community is so caring for its children. There's a lot of relationships here. Literally in terms of familiar relationships, but also even if you're not related, you care about these students and these young people. So that's where I wanted to do the work. I said, I'm going to put my stake down right here with my wife, who's also a wonderful educator and a caring individual for young people. You're gonna love meeting her. And we want to do this work now. Our children are grown.
Because I was going to ask you, Dr. Cash, do you have children?
We have 3 young men.
Oh, wow.
And we've raised them to manhood.
My 3 sons, huh?
My 3 sons, how about it?
Yeah.
And we know what it takes to raise young men into manhood. There's a lot of work and a lot of support, but the yield is plentiful, and it's the most precious gift that we give back, is when we bring our children through and they come back to us.
Right.
So that's what we want to do all across Memphis, in every school, in every community. And the children are just wonderful, and I can't wait to open schools again this year. You have a great history here.
You have a tough job ahead of you, Dr. Cash, and I know you've been learning about our schools and system and what's been going on. And the biggest thing, Dr. Cash, that I have heard from my listeners is about the safety of their children. Last year, boy, it was a tough year with the guns and all. I know you've heard. Do you have a plan for the violence and how to stop that and make the children feel safe, and even the parents feel safe that their children are coming to the Memphis City Schools?
Of course. I've heard about it. We've read about it, and we have to change that perception right away. And most importantly, we've got a concrete plan. Some of the elements of that plan, it's going to be unveiled in about a month. But some of the, and it'll be up and ready for the start of school, include a world-class leader, first of all, coming in. I've got a world-class colleague who's a chief of police, and he's going to come and join us. And he's done the work in Miami, and he's going to do it here in Memphis now. And so the